Today we are covering miscellaneous calculations from Chapter 10. There are some things that are good to know that just aren't covered in any of the other chapters, so your author put these into Chapter 10. First, looking at unit conversion. Notice these up here. If I click on one of them, then it takes me to that tab, puts me in there, or to another one. How is that working? See if you can figure it out. Usually after some thought and looking around, one of my students will volunteer that it's a hyperlink, and that's exactly what it is. Let's take a look at those. But before we do, how would you do this based on what you know? You could have it automatically go to a certain worksheet and place the cursor in a certain cell by just pushing a button. How would you do that? I hope you came up with an idea that you would just use a macro of you doing exactly that, and then just add a button to that macro. But let's look at the hyperlinks now. I'm going to type in, first of all, time, and we want to create a hyperlink to it. I will go to Insert, Links, Hyperlink, and place in this document. I will find the sheet that I want. Here's time, and let's put it in cell C10. Later we'll talk about screen tips and other things. Okay, so now we have a hyperlink. If I click on it, it takes me to the worksheet time and place the cursor in cell C10. Next, let's try a hyperlink to pull up a certain file. I'll just call it my file. Okay, we'll go to hyperlink, and we'll look at existing file or web page. I am going to browse for that, and I'll go to folders and my downloads. And here I see we did the payroll, annual payroll. I'll double click on that and say OK. Now, when I click on my file, it opens up the annual payroll in another Excel spreadsheet, and I'm ready to go with it. Makes it very easy to pull up other sheets that relate to what we're working on. Let's try a different one called My Notes. Here we're going to create a new document. I'll call it My Notes. And I'm going to make it a Word document. DOCX. On this, I'm also going to give it a screen tip. I'll say retrieves my notes, and opens a new file if not available. Okay, that looks like a good screen tip, and let's edit it later. So I'll go here and say OK. Notice if we just hover over this, it says retrieves my notes, opens a new file if not available. Let's click on it and see. It created a brand new document called My Notes in Word that I can then type whatever I want to on it. And I'll save it. And later on, when I want to get those notes or add to my notes, I can click on it. It will bring it up, and I can put more information in there. Next, let's hyperlink to a URL. I'll put BYU. And if I come up here and click hyperlink, I can say existing or web page. I'll down here in the address put http://byu.edu. And I could add screen tips or whatever I needed. I'll say OK, and let's try that out. It brought up a web browser with the BYU homepage on it. Let's do one more thing. I'm going to create an email. Email me. I'll click on the hyperlink and email address. I'm going to put in my email address. You put in yours. I don't want to receive all of your emails. And let's put in some subject. And I could add screen tips, etc. I'll say OK. And now if I come over here and click on this, it brings up an Outlook email document because my default is Outlook. And it has who it is addressed to and the subject. And now I can type in what I need and send it. Let's try a couple of more inserts that are useful. I'm going to insert and text. And this last item in text, if I hover over it, you can see is an object. I'm going to click on that. And let's put in a, Microsoft Word document. I'll say OK. And let's make this a little bit different so we can see it. And I'll put in something. You'll notice when I go to start typing, up here on the menu, it's a word menu. It's no longer Excel's icons, but it's words. And I can click on those and save it, and I'll get out of it. Now, you'll notice when I click off of this, I have this available. But if I want to edit it, I just double click and I'm back into the word menus. Let's try one more. This time, let's put in a PowerPoint. So I come over to Text, Object, and we can do a presentation, a slide, anything we want. I'll just do a single slide right now. Say OK. Add to it. Click off. Now we have a PowerPoint. And again, we can go in and edit that. When I do, you'll notice we have all of the PowerPoint menus.